right, you guys, we are slowly getting the day started. I'm getting my fancy little contraption here. Little one is up. We are gonna do a quick breakfast because we're starving and move along with the day here. We are up and at it this morning. We're kind of moving along. I don't know if you guys can hear that train back there. If so, so sorry. I'm going to just kind of talk and get dressed. I don't anticipate us having to go anywhere today. I think we did most of our errands and stuff yesterday. So I'm just going to put a little bit of powder, which really, in all honesty, that's all I wear. Anyway, just some powder and mascara usually. But I do want you guys to know that this video is actually a collaboration with Kayla over at Ode to Abode. And so I will have her channel linked below in the description, and I'll also have a link for the playlist, and you guys can check that out. Basically, it's just a bunch of us sharing our day in the life during autumn or fall time. So you guys can probably see all kinds of cool stuff in there. I am excited for this collaboration. I'm excited to see what everybody's days look like. Yeah, so my girl is currently playing Legos. I will have you know, if you guys watched my morning time video, I guess maybe a month or so ago, we basically have nixed the wake up basket. It doesn't really happen much anymore because Legos. So that's fine. She still will randomly pull things out of it, but we're not really using it. And to be completely honest, we're not really even using morning basket anymore because we're just at the point, like I said, like we are just done. We're just done. So all of those fun extras that we had, we've enjoyed them, but we're just not doing them. It's just okay, let's get the lesson done and let's move on with what we want to do, what we're going to do for the rest of the day, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's that. We will go ahead and get school done here in just a few. I've got a couple things outside to do that I will bring you guys along, and let's get going. All right, so we are in our little garden area. And we're gonna see what we've got happening. Let's see if I can, here, we'll do corn first. So this is our little bit of corn we've got here. I don't know, you guys probably can't see very well. We're gonna see what we got happening.
That's garlic. It has been growing.
Yep, we got some garlic. All right.
It has to grow like for months.
We're gonna look at, let's see, we got green beans and cucumbers over here.
This one is good. It's big.
All right, so I've got neem oil. That's what I use on as basically like a pesticide on everything because it's natural. It's not harmful, anything like that. Right now, I am battling pickle worms on our cucumbers, and they seem to be winning, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna try and spray, save as many as I can, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. This is all a learning curve for us, so we're just trying it out. our corn. We had 6 stalks of corn. Those got completely ravaged by caterpillars. So we are very thankful that we at least have 4. But we're just not sure how it's going to turn out. They seemed to have maybe tasseled a little early. So we're not really sure. But anyway, so we're going to spray some neem oil on our cucumbers and hopefully kind of get rid of some of these pickle worms. Want to pick these 2?
Yes.
See how much they grew overnight?
Mm-hmm. Can you hold it?
You see any more?
Oopsie.
Uh-oh. Yeah, next time you wanna grab and pull that part off like that, so you get the end of it. But yeah, there's a whole bunch more flowers coming in.
Can I pick these?
Nope, they're not ready yet. See how much bigger those are?
Uh-huh.
All right, now that that is done, it is time for chickens. Fun. I don't know if you guys can really tell. There you can kind of tell. It looks almost foggy back there. That's smoke. Not sure what's on fire or who's burning, but it's smoky for sure. You can see it really good there. With the sun coming through, that's all smoke. All right. Time to get these girls out. All right, outside chores are done for now. We are gonna go in, probably get a little snack.
Because I'm hungry.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna go ahead and get the lesson done for the day.
And then math. And then lunch.
There you go. So we're gonna do lesson, math, lunch,
And then go back to what we're going to do.
and then do whatever we're gonna do. Lesson 11, Jack of all trades. Have you ever met someone who just seems to be good at everything they try?
Yes.
A popular saying you might have heard of is, Jack of all trades, master of none. This refers to someone who can do many different things competently, but doesn't specialize or isn't an expert in any of them. While this is true for some people, others seem to be able to be a master of many. They just understand the way things work and can specialize in many different fields. These people are rare, crossing over connected subjects and building a web of knowledge that transcends the narrow scope of their field. They are big picture thinkers, seeing the world through a zoomed out lens rather than an up-close version of only what is in front of them. In today's lesson, you will see how art, biology, zoology, paleontology, microbiology, forensic science, and botany all connect, and one man who specialized in all of them throughout his esteemed career.
Now, the fungi.
Yep.
Fungi?
Yep.
Fungi is blue.
Okay. So what letter are you going to look for? Yep.
Ooh.
right, we're done pretty early today. We're normally still doing school at this time, but we're done for the day. We did our lesson, our dinos lesson, and we did a quick math page, and we're done. So now we're going to snack. What did you pick for a snack?
Apple.
An apple. So we're gonna have an apple. Well, she's gonna have an apple. If you want Nutella, go grab it from the pantry, please. And then I'm gonna do this, and then I have a couple things in here that I want to do. So that's what's next on the agenda. So next on the list, let me put this up. I am going to do a sourdough starter. Now, I have used the Jill Winger from the Prairie Homestead. If you do not have this cookbook, you should invest in it because it is more than just a cookbook. There is all kinds of great stuff in here, but I have used her sourdough starter like recipe, sort of, I guess it's a recipe, and I had really good results with it. And then I made the switch to kamut flour, and I didn't have any all-purpose flour. And then I realized that we don't like kamut sourdough. I don't know what it is about it, but just like the flavor and really it's just mainly the flavor. It gets very sour, which some people like, and obviously it's sourdough, so it's going to be sour, but just something about the flavor with the kamut sourdough we didn't love. So, and with that starter, you feed it with kamut instead of feeding it with all-purpose flour. So I'm going to try this. I have not tried a kamut base and then feeding with all-purpose. So that's what I'm going to try. That is Jill's suggestion here. Start with the whole wheat, which we buy whole wheat kamut, and then feeding with all-purpose. So that is what is on my list next, because I'm hoping that I can get it going and then be able to get some bread made in the next few days once it gets good and bubbly and all of that stuff. So to start, up here, I just keep, this is just a glass half-gallon jar of kamut flour, and then I have a glass half-gallon jar of all-purpose flour, and then I just have my little mason jar. And then what I have found to work, what I found worked better actually for my starter is just distilled water. I've had good results with distilled water. Jill tells you in here, the water that you use matters. And so I just started with distilled and it worked really well. So that's what I've just been doing. I use distilled water for our diffusers and stuff anyway, so I always have it on hand. But yeah, so distilled water, all-purpose flour, kamut whole wheat, and then just a mason jar to mix it all up. And that will get our sourdough starter started. Next, we're actually gonna go ahead and eat some lunch. I'm quite honestly just gonna heat up a frozen pizza because it sounds good. And then I am going to try my hand at my mother-in-law's cream cheese braids. This has been like a family staple, and no one has the recipe other than her and myself. So it's kind of a big deal, and I'm trying it today to see how it turns out, and what I'm going to need to change or do different or whatever before Thanksgiving and Christmas come, because I hope to be able to serve these at either one of those events, depending on how long it takes me to figure it out. But if they do turn out well, then they freeze very easily, and I can just freeze them and save them and then not risk them getting messed up for those events. So that is next on the agenda. All right, friends, it's beautiful out, so we are outside for a little while. I have about another hour or so until I have to go back to my cream cheese braids, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, little one is jumping on the trampoline. I am gonna try and finally get started on my book. I think I've had it for like 2 weeks now, and I don't think I've gotten past the first paragraph, like, of the book. So I'm gonna try that out, and we'll see. We're back in from some outside time. I am going to see if I can't finish up these cream cheese braids. Yeah, I'm really hoping this turns out well, because it would be really great to have just one thing off of the list for Thanksgiving. We're gonna host Thanksgiving again this year, and so this is kind of what I'm hoping to be able to do, is just maybe, you know, maybe find a couple of recipes that I can make and freeze beforehand. That way, come Thanksgiving Day, all I really have to do is warm everything up. I feel like that would make things a lot easier. just put the cream cheese braids in the oven. We'll see how this goes. I am also going to go ahead and get some stuff cut up for dinner. Tonight we're just having a quick sausage and peppers over rice. So I'm gonna work on that as our day is kind of coming to a close here. All right, so we have some Iberico pancetta sausage. This is from White Oak Pastures. Love them. I will leave a link for them down below. Also, that is the only place we get meat at this point. I could go on and on about them. Yeah, but we order from them generally every 2 to 3 weeks for all of our meats. So today is pancetta sausage, and then I'm gonna cut up some peppers and onions. All of that will get kind of mixed together with some diced tomatoes and over rice, and that's gonna be dinner. So yeah, I don't know what you call that, but that's what's for dinner because that's what we have. Yeah, so let's get to it. So I am gonna call that a day. I'm just gonna finish up dinner here. In case you're invested, finish browning up the sausage. I'll take that out, put my peppers and onions in there, kind of cook those a little bit in the sausage drippings. I'll add like a can of diced tomatoes, some seasonings, and then we'll eat it over buttered orzo, I think that's what we'll do. I'm not exactly sure. I'll just kind of wing it. This is a just kind of wing it meal. So yeah, anyway. But thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It has been fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.